This is One Sentence News, a daily podcast featuring 3 news stories with a sentence-long summary and 1 sentence of context apiece. I'm Colin Wright. This is a sponsored message. I've been using Anchor as my podcast host for a while now, and it's been a pleasure to use. Anchor offers benefits that most other hosts do not. It's free to use, but it also has a collection of tools that allow you to create a podcast completely within the Anchor website or smartphone app. They distribute your show to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other distribution channels without any additional effort on your part, and you can make money from your podcast without any minimum audience size. So you can use it as a more traditional podcast host like I do, but it's also got everything you need to start a podcast from scratch. If you're keen to give it a shot, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. It's Friday, October 28th, 2022. Let's talk about the news. From the Wall Street Journal, another railroad union rejects contract. The Brotherhood of Railroad Signalmen, a freight railroad industry union with more than 6,000 members, has rejected a tentative agreement struck between other unions and railroad businesses across the United States. This complicates industry and government plans to avert a strike that could significantly disrupt shipping across the country at the beginning of 2023. 6 of the 12 labor unions involved in this round of bargaining have ratified their agreements with freight railroad business owners. From Reuters, bird flu kills close to a record number of poultry in the United States. More than 47 million chickens and turkeys have died across the U.S. from bird flu infections and cullings meant to control the spread of bird flu since February, just shy of the 50.5 million that died in the country's deadliest recorded outbreak back in 2015. This strain of bird flu has been identified in a wide variety of wild bird populations too, and though thus far smaller in body count, this outbreak has reached flocks in 42 states since February, which is twice as many states as the 2015 wave. As a consequence of these deaths and cullings, most Americans will have to pay higher prices for their turkeys this Thanksgiving, and folks in other countries that import American poultry meat will also see higher prices and shortages into 2023 at the minimum. And from Bloomberg, Meta plummets 25% as Zuckerberg's plea for patience falls flat. Facebook parent company Meta's stock price dropped by about 25% yesterday, following the divulgence of a bleak revenue outlook on an investor call the day before. Meta founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg indicated on that call that costs would be up and revenues would be down for the foreseeable future, as the company invests further in their suite of metaverse-related, virtual reality-focused offerings. But the company has already lost about 2/3 of $1 trillion in market value this year, and their recent announcements and products haven't been terribly well received, so their market fortunes have continued to drop. Though for context, Alphabet, the parent company of Google, and Snap, the parent company of Snapchat, also haven't done too well this past year. If you're finding some value in One Sentence News, consider leaving a quick review wherever you get your podcasts and/or sharing the show with a friend. You can find out more about this show or subscribe to the email version at onesentencenews.com. And you can support this and other related projects, like the Let's Know Things and Brain Lenses podcasts at understandery.com.